Rastafarianism is more than just a religion, it's a way of life. Welcome to another video on Shadows of History series. In this video, we will be talking about Rastafarianism. Deep in the heart of the Caribbean, amidst the rolling hills and vibrant culture of Jamaica, a movement was born, one that blended spirituality, resistance, and deep reverence for nature. This is the story of Rastafarianism, a faith that has captivated minds worldwide, centered around African identity, freedom from oppression, and a sacred connection to the earth. But perhaps one of the most recognizable aspects of this movement is its unique relationship with a plant, the herb, the wisdom weed, ganja. Is Rastafarianism truly a religion of plant worship, or is there something deeper? Born in the heart of Jamaica, this vibrant faith pulses with the rhythms of Africa and the wisdom of ancient traditions. To understand the role of plants, particularly cannabis, in Rastafarianism, we must first explore the origins of the faith itself. Rastafarianism is more than a religion, it is a way of life, a philosophy, and a spiritual movement that emerged in the 1930s in Jamaica. Marked by its distinctive dreadlocks, reggae music, and use of cannabis, Rastafarianism might appear unorthodox to some. Its roots can be traced to the teachings of Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican political leader and proponent of Pan-Africanism. Garvey preached self-reliance and African liberation, and his followers believed in his prophecy of a black king being crowned in Africa. In 1930, that prophecy was realized when Rastafarianism was crowned Emperor Haile Selassie III of Ethiopia. To many, this was the fulfillment of biblical prophecy, the return of Christ, the King of Kings, the Lion of Judah. But Rastafarianism was not simply about worshipping Haile Selassie. It was a rejection of colonial oppression, European Christianity, and Western materialism. Instead, Rastas turned to the Bible, particularly passages that spoke of liberation, nature, and spiritual awakening. However, beneath the surface lies a profound spiritual journey, a search for truth, justice, and a deeper connection with the divine. To understand Rastafarianism, we must travel back to the early 20th century. One of the most controversial and misunderstood aspects of Rastafarianism is its use of the sacred herb, cannabis. To outsiders it may seem like simple recreational use, but to Rastas, ganja is much more than a plant. It is a divine sacrament, a key to enlightenment, and a means of connecting with Jah, the Almighty. Jamaica, under British colonial rule, was a place of hardship for many. The Bible itself speaks of the sacred nature of herbs. In Genesis 1:29 it is written, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth." In Psalm 104:14 it states, "He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle and herb for the service of man." These verses and others are used by Rastafarians to justify the spiritual use of cannabis. Within Rasta rituals, the herb plays a central role. It is used in reasoning sessions, gatherings where Rastas meditate, discuss spiritual matters, and seek wisdom. The smoking of ganja is not for pleasure, but for clarity, for opening the mind and spirit to divine truth. It is believed to bring wisdom, peace, and a deeper understanding of life. Amidst this struggle, a new consciousness began to emerge, inspired by the words of Marcus Garvey. Garvey, a powerful activist, urged people of African descent to look to Africa for liberation and pride. To the Rastaman, Babylon, the oppressive, corrupt system of Western society, criminalized cannabis not because of harm, but to suppress enlightenment. The very act of using the herb is seen as resistance against Babylon and a return to a more natural and divine state of being. He famously proclaimed, "Look to Africa for the crowning of a black king. He shall be your redeemer." Little did he know, his words would be prophetic. In 1930, Rastafarianism was crowned Emperor Haile Selassie I of Ethiopia. While cannabis is the most well-known plant associated with Rastafarianism, the movement's spiritual connection to nature extends far beyond ganja. Rastas embrace a holistic way of life known as the idol lifestyle, which emphasizes natural purity, plant-based diets, and living in harmony with the earth. For many Jamaicans, this was the fulfillment of Garvey's prophecy. Idol food is a key part of this philosophy. Rastas avoid processed foods, artificial additives, and often refrain from eating meat, believing that a natural, plant-based diet promotes physical and spiritual health. They see food as a sacred gift from Jah, meant to be consumed in its purest form. Herbs are also central to Rastafarian healing practices. From roots and teas to natural remedies, Rastas turn to the earth for medicine. They believe that every plant has a purpose, every leaf holds wisdom, and every root contains healing. Selassie, descended from the biblical King Solomon and Queen of Sheba, became a symbol of hope, a living God for a people yearning for freedom. Rastafarians, taking their name from Selassie's pre-coronation title Rastafari, saw in him the embodiment of God on earth, the second coming of Christ. This deep respect for nature aligns with the broader Rastafarian worldview, one that sees the earth not as a resource to be exploited, but as a sacred creation to be protected and honored. For decades, Rastafarians faced persecution for their beliefs and their use of ganja. In Jamaica, Rasta communities were often raided, their members arrested and brutalized for practicing their faith. The government, influenced by colonial laws and Western ideologies, saw Rastafarians as threats to social order. But despite this oppression, the Rasta movement grew, fueled by reggae music, a powerful voice for Rastafarian spirituality and resistance. Artists like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Burning Spear spread the message of unity, liberation, and the power of the herb to a global audience. Central to the Rastafarian faith is the plant of knowledge, known more commonly as cannabis or ganja. Unlike its perception in mainstream society, Rastafarians consider cannabis a sacred herb, a gift from God, with profound spiritual and medicinal properties. They believe that it enhances meditation, brings them closer to God, and allows for deeper understanding of self and the universe. In 1978, the One Love Peace concert in Jamaica became a turning point, with Bob Marley uniting political rivals in a call for peace. Reggae became more than music, it became a vessel for Rastafarian teachings, carrying the spirit of the movement across the world. Today, the influence of Rastafarianism can be seen in global cannabis legalization efforts, environmental activism, and the growing recognition of plant-based spirituality. The sacred herb, once criminalized, is now being embraced for its medicinal and spiritual benefits. With its deep reverence for nature, its sacred use of cannabis, and its emphasis on plant-based living, some might ask, do Rastafarians worship plants? The answer lies in understanding the core of Rastafarian belief. Rastas do not worship cannabis. They do not bow before plants or see them as deities. Instead, they recognize the natural world as a divine creation, a gift from Jah to guide humanity toward wisdom, healing, and truth. The use of cannabis in Rastafarianism is highly ritualistic and deeply spiritual. It's not about recreational use. Cannabis is a tool, not an idol. It is a means of enlightenment, not the object of worship. The true essence of Rastafarianism lies in its message of peace, unity, and spiritual awakening, a call to reject Babylon, embrace natural living, and seek divine truth in all things, but rather a sacrament, a way to commune with God and attain higher levels of consciousness. Cannabis is often smoked during group prayer sessions or reasonings, fostering a sense of unity and shared spiritual experience. Beyond the smoke, the multifaceted symbolism of ganja. In a world that often misinterprets Rastafarian culture, one thing remains clear. Rastafarianism is more than a religion. It is a way of life deeply connected to the earth, wisdom, and the pursuit of truth. The significance of cannabis in Rastafarianism extends far beyond its use in rituals. It symbolizes much more than just a plant. Rastafarians see it as a symbol of truth and wisdom, helping them to see through the illusions of the material world. They also believe it represents natural healing and connection to the earth. The plant's resilience and ability to thrive in harsh conditions mirror the Rastafarian spirit of resilience and perseverance. 1. Love Rastafarianism's global impact. Despite its humble beginnings in Jamaica, Rastafarianism's message of peace, love, and social justice has resonated far beyond the island's shores. The movement gained international recognition in the 1970s, largely due to the global popularity of reggae music. Bob Marley, a devout Rastafarian and musical icon, became a global ambassador, spreading the message of one love and advocating for equality and liberation. From reggae to resistance. Music as a messenger. Music, particularly reggae, plays an integral role in Rastafarian culture. More than just entertainment, reggae serves as a powerful tool for storytelling, social commentary, and spiritual expression. Through their music, Rastafarian artists like Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Burning Spear have given voice to the oppressed, challenged social injustices, and spread the message of Rastafari to a global audience. Conclusion. The enduring legacy of Rastafari. Rastafarianism, though often misunderstood, has made an undeniable impact on the world. It's a religion that challenges the status quo, advocating for social justice, self-reliance, and a deeper connection to nature. From its distinctive appearance to its captivating music, Rastafarianism continues to intrigue and inspire. More importantly, its message of love, unity, and respect for all continues to resonate, reminding us of the power of faith, resilience, and the enduring human search for meaning and belonging. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of Rastafarianism. If this documentary has inspired you, we invite you to continue exploring the rich history, culture, and spirituality of this movement. Until next time, one love.